you or your son has been playing baseball in the Santa Clarita Valley over the last 13 years, then the name Jim Wagner has probably crossed your ears at least a time or two. A former pitcher at Providence High School and the University of Arizona, not to mention now consulting with several Major League Baseball organizations, Wagner has become the guru for young pitchers in the Valley. 42 of his students have gone on to get scholarships to play college baseball, and 14 have become professional ball players. And that would include a couple of major leaguers. Jeff Cirillo, who had a 14-year career in the majors, and current Cleveland Indian Trevor Bauer, who was the third pick overall out of UCLA in 2011 after being named college baseball's best player. For the last 7 years, Wagner has been running a summer camp here in Santa Clarita where the emphasis goes beyond just pitching a baseball.
We've incorporated into our fall and spring curriculum where now we are able to offer this on a full-time basis with this type of training, as well as our mound work and video analysis work with our high-speed cameras. And it's turned out to be a real gold mine for the kids, whether they're 8 years old or 18 years old.
Initially, the camp was at a city park with a handful of players doing some conditioning and learning long toss. Today, the camp has expanded to include 28 players. Since 2000, Wagner has taught 2,500 kids the finer points of pitching and the conditioning it takes to be a great pitcher.
They enjoyed it so much, it's sort of the word of mouth spread, where when we eventually moved into our facility here, we were able to take what we did outside and bring in the equipment, bring in the resources for the kids to train and condition that was much more specific to pitching and mound work.
The emphasis is clearly on the conditioning and not just throwing a baseball. Arm injuries are always a concern, but with the science around pitching having grown so much in the last decade, pitching performance as well as pitchers' health have grown as well.
We do a lot of extracurricular in terms of ropes and chains and medicine balls and explosive burst type work with sleds, and we found that there is a direct carryover onto the mound with kids, especially in terms of their arm recovery, but we found that velocity was going up a lot.
For more information, you can go to ThrowZone.com or you can go to the ThrowZone page on Facebook. And I can tell you that after spending just a couple of hours there and watching what goes on, I wish I were a kid again because those guys were having a lot of fun. We're going to take a break here on Inside Sports, and when we return, we're going racing. It's next on Inside Sports. Inside Sports is being brought to you by Nissan of Valencia.